Tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station. The time now, 8 o'clock, time for another hour of the great music that came out in the 1960s with the 60s Nostalgia Show. The 60s Nostalgia Show is kindly sponsored by Cotter and Stevens, the electrical contractors down in Jellicoe Street in Martinborough. And Cotter and Stevens provide great workmanship and service in the electrical area, whether that be for private or commercial. And they're also dab hands around the dairy shed and a little bit further away from the shed if you're looking at the old effluent pond. Tonight on the show we're going to continue with this list I produced a few weeks ago, and it's the 100 songs that kids in the 1960s grew up with, and the songs are in alphabetical order, which means that we get a great mixture of different types of songs, but they're all great. So we've got some great songs lined up for you tonight. But if you'd like to have a dedication of one of the songs, give us a ring here on 3780255, 3780255, and we'll see if we can dig it out for you. Meanwhile, let's hear the last of Yakety Sax. Opening up the show tonight, there, the Searchers and Needles and Pins, and that song was actually co-written by Sonny Bono. Next up song put out in 1967, went nowhere, and then was a hit a few years later. The Moody Blues and Nights in White Satin.
Letters I've written, never meaning to send, beauty I'd always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. Gazing at people, some hand in hand, just what I'm going through, they can understand. Some try to tell me thoughts they cannot defend. Just what you want to be, you will be in the end. And I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. In white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I've always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you.
A symbol of the dawn. No milk today, it seems a common sight, but people passing by don't know the reason why. How could they know just what this message means? The end of my hopes, the end of all my dreams. How could they know the powers that have been behind the door where my love reigned as queen? No milk today, it wasn't always so. The company was gay, we turn night today. But all that's left is a place dark and lonely, a terraced house in a mean street back of town. Becomes a shrine when I think of you only, just to up to down. No milk today, it wasn't always so. The company was gay, we turn night today. it both at once, the start of our romance. How could they know just what this message means? The end of my hopes, the end of all my dreams. How could they know a palace there had been behind the door where my love reigned as queen? No milk today, my love has gone away. The bottle stands forlorn, a symbol of the dawn. But all that's left is a place dark and lonely, a terraced house in a mean street back of town. Becomes a shrine when I think of you only, just two up, two down. No milk today, my love has gone away. The bottle stands forlorn, a symbol of the dawn. No milk today, it seems a common sight, but people passing by don't know the reason why. How could they know just what this message means? The end of my hopes, the end of all my dreams. How could they know a palace there had been behind the door where my love reigned as queen? No milk today, it wasn't always so. The company was gay, we turned night into day. But all that's left is a place dark and lonely, a terraced house in a mean street back of town. All that's left is a place dark and lonely, a terraced house in a mean street back of town. All that's left is a place dark and lonely, a terraced house in a mean street.
Hermits there, and No Milk Today, and that was written by Graham Goldman, who wrote a number of hits for groups in the 1960s, and then went on to have a pretty successful career in the 70s group 10cc. All right, next up we'll have two in a row, and I don't think they need any introduction.
cars and they are painted black with flowers and my love both never to come back. I see people turn their heads and quickly look away. Like a newborn baby, it just happens every day. I look inside myself and see my heart is black. I see my red door, I must have it painted black. Maybe then I'll fade away and not have to face the facts. It's not easy facing up when your whole world is black. No more will my green seagull turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you. If I look hard enough into the setting sun, my love will laugh with me before the morning comes. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. I wanna see you faded, faded black, black as night, black as coal. I wanna see the sun blotted out from the sky. I wanna see you faded, 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 faded black. Yeah.
The Stones there, Painted Black, bringing the time to 18 and a half minutes after 8 o'clock here on Arrow FM, and you're listening to the 60s and Nostalgia Show, which is kindly sponsored by Connor and Stevens, the electrical geniuses, or I think the correct way of saying that in the plural is genii, but whatever, they know the way around anything to do with the old electrics. While those two songs are on, I just happened to glance up at the TV monitor. I was showing Wairarapa TV and the camera shots in Church Street in Marston, and the weather is turned. There's no question about that. It looks like southerlies turned up, and we've got a little bit of moisture out there. Hopefully that's not happening in Auckland because of the cricket up there at Eden Park, New Zealand against the West Indies. So I'm making the ultimate sacrifice being down here in the studio instead of being at home glued to the TV, but I've getting it taped. Right, the Four Seasons and a great song called Ragdoll.
She was
And next up, we got two more songs that need no introduction.
What you need
You're tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station, and you're listening to the 60s Nostalgia Show, where we're playing through a list of the 100 songs that the kids in the 1960s grew up with. And Di rang up a while back and wanted a dedication, and we went through some of the songs that were on the list, and we selected this one by Elvis, the song called Return to Sender.
Return to sender. Return to sender. I gave a letter to the postman. He put it in his sack. Bright and early next morning, he brought my letter back. She wrote upon it, return to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. We had a quarrel, a lover's spat. Alright, I'm sorry, but my letter keeps coming back. So then I dropped it in the mailbox and sent a special deed. Bright and early next morning, it came right back to me. She wrote upon it, return to sender, address unknown, no such person, no such zone. This time I'm gonna take it myself and put it right in her hand. And if it comes back the very next day, then I'll understand. The writing on it, return to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. Return to sender, return to sender, return to sender, return to sender.
The Cascades from early 1960s and Rhythm of the Rain. I don't think we're actually getting pouring rain, but I'll find out, I suppose, after the show's finished and I've got to get back to the car. The Cascades were a little bit of a one-hit wonder. They came from Canada, had that big hit, and probably no hits after that. But next up, this guy had a string of hits.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire.
So strong, and as I still walk on, I think of the things we've done together, while our hearts were young. I'm a walking in the rain, tears are falling and I feel a pain, wishing you were here by me to end this misery. And I wonder, I wonder why she ran away, and I wonder
Del Shannon there, and a runaway brought the time to 21 and a half minutes to 9 o'clock here on the 60s Nostalgia Show, which is kindly sponsored by Cotter and Stevens, the electrical maestros down in Martinborough. Righto, we've got to the S's, and we start off with the hippie anthem San Francisco, and we'll follow that one up with Satisfaction.
If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco, you're gonna meet some gentle people there. For those who come to San Francisco, summertime will be a loving there. In the streets of San Francisco, gentle people with flowers in their hair. All across the nation, such a strange vibration, people in motion. There's a whole generation with a new explanation. People in motion. People in motion. For those who come to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you come to San Francisco, summertime will be loving there. If you come to San Francisco, summertime will be loving there. can dance every dance with the guy who gives you the eye. Let him hold you tight. You can smile every smile for the man who held your hand neath the pale moonlight. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, say the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun. Laugh and sing. But while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, say the last dance for me. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I will never, never let you go. I love you oh so much. You can dance, go and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go. If he asks, if you're all alone, can he take you home? You must tell him no. 'Cause don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, say the last dance for me. Cause don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, say the last dance for me. Say the last dance for me. Say the last dance for me.
The Drifters there and Save the Last Dance for me, and that brought the time to 12 minutes to 9 o'clock here on Arrow FM. And next up we've got Brian Hyland and a song called Sealed with a Kiss. And back in the good old days, of course, you sent love letters in envelopes, and these days that probably doesn't happen, and you certainly can't seal an email or a message or text or whatever with a kiss.
Though we gotta say goodbye for the summer, darling, I promise you this, I'll send you all my love every day in a letter, sealed with a kiss. Guess it's gonna be a cold, lonely summer, but I'll fill the emptiness. I'll send you all my dreams every day in a letter, sealed with a kiss. I'll see you in the sunlight, I'll hear your voice everywhere, I'll run to tenderly hold you, but darling, you won't be there. I don't wanna say goodbye for the summer, knowing the love we'll miss. Oh, let us make a pledge to meet in September and seal it with a kiss. Yes, it's gonna be a lonely summer, but I'll fill the emptiness. I'll send you all my love every day in a letter, sealed with a kiss, sealed with a kiss, sealed with a kiss.
Next up, we've got some group from Liverpool.
She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, 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 yeah. You think you've lost your love? Well, I saw her yesterday. It's you she's thinking of, and she told me what to say. She said she loves you, and you know that can't be bad. Yes, she loves you, and you know you should be glad. She said you hurt her so, she almost lost her mind. But now she says she knows you're not the hurting kind. She said she loves you, and you know that can't be bad. Yes, she loves you, and you know you should be glad. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. With a love like that, you know you should be glad. You know it's up to you. I think it's only fair. Pride can hurt you too. Apologize to her, because she loves you, and you know that can't be bad. She loves you, and you know you should be glad. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. With a love like that, you know you should be glad. With a love like that, you know you should be glad. With a love like that, you know you should be glad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Still sounds great, doesn't it? The Beatles and She Loves You. I've got an idea that it was 60 years ago this year that the Beatles formed. I think they formed and changed the name and got Pete Best as the drummer in 1960, but I'll check that out this week. Right, last song, Jefferson Airplane and Somebody to Love.
When the truth is found to be lies, and all the joy within you dies. Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Wouldn't you love somebody to love? You better find somebody to love. Love.
Jefferson Airplane there, Somebody to Love, bringing to a close another edition of the 60s Nostalgia Show, which has been kindly sponsored by Cotter and Stevens, the electrical contractors down in Jellicoe Street in Martinborough. And the program was first broadcast all over the wonderful, although a little bit wet, Wairarapa at the moment, on Arrow FM 92.7.